understand the people who are around us, and we just have to be accepting of that, right? So anyone can get along with anyone, because sometimes, yeah, I'll have people ask me, hey, what's my ideal type when they're in a relationship, and I'm just like, well, wait, are you asking me to tell you, like, yeah, you shouldn't be with this person? I'm not going to say that,
Mhm.
right? Unless you tell me, oh yeah, this person fucking annoys me, and then I'm like, yeah, I'm going to tell you maybe you don't want to be with them, because the things that you're saying, that's who they are, right? So you don't try to change that. Oftentimes the things that they are, we're attracted to that at first, and for some reason once we get in a relationship, we try to change that for some reason. So yeah, I think in general, I'd love to get like a lot of people and then start seeing like the bouncing back and forth between different types and what people will say they're attracted to. But there is a theory that says like you're better with this, but tends to be not often the case. So
Where do you fundamentally believe personality comes from?
that I don't know. Like, I mean, I guess it would be a lot of people are like, oh, you're born a certain way. And then, I mean, it's the nurture versus nature argument, right? And
Right.
I guess it's like sometimes thinking like, how was the world created? I don't really know. None of us were there. I guess like theories can kind of tell us, but I don't. I think sometimes it's more important. Personality is more important in terms of how we live our life versus how we got there in the first
Mm.
place. I think it's more important just to like know so that we can live better lives. I do know that depending on certain kids, I've seen personality traits really early, like 3 or 4, and then some kids it takes a little longer, but it doesn't mean it wasn't there. I think sometimes it's
Yeah.
just confidence, expressing it. Certain personality types are a little harder to read at first. Where I'm assuming like your youngest son, if you're a shark, sharks are pretty easy to read early on, where like you just see them running around and like throwing stuff. And I want to say being mean, but sometimes they're the mean kid, especially when they have siblings. I don't know if your youngest son beats up your oldest son, but that sometimes happens where you get like,
Yeah.
you know, like that. And we're like, wow, like, aren't you the younger one? But they're just so much more aggressive that you're like, okay, like they're a killer. Like, I got to put them on some athletic field.
Yeah. We just started them in jujitsu.
Oh,
And
for real? Oh, that's
my
perfect.
younger, he can pull out my elder's petty like no one else can. He
Mm.
just knows how to mess with him. And they're both tall kids. My husband's 6'3", I'm 5'6", and they've just grown. They're just like string beans, just so, so tall so quickly and just all limbs.